Some cities are blowing bubbles bigger than bubble tea. Others are quietly deflating like balloons after a birthday party. And I'm not talking about toys here. I'm talking about billion-dollar housing markets. UBS has just released its 2024 Global Real Estate Bubble Index, and I have the report right here in front of me. In this video, we will break down which cities are safe, which are risky, and of course, what's happening in Dubai. By the way, I'll put the full UBS report in the description so you can read it yourself too. So let's start. The UBS Global Real Estate Bubble Index is basically a health check for housing markets around the world. It measures the risk that prices are inflated and could collapse. And here how UBS calculates it. The number one is price to income ratio. How many years an average skilled worker needs to afford a 60 square meter apartment near the city center? In Hong Kong, it takes 20 years. In Dubai, it's far more reasonable compared to London and Paris. Second is price to rent ratio. How many years of rent would take to pay off the cost of buying? If it takes 35 years of rent, like in Zurich, then owning is not a smart deal. In Dubai, with rental yields 6 to 8%, owning still makes a lot of sense. Number three is mortgage to GDP ratio. If mortgages are growing much faster than the economy, it makes people more borrowing heavily, which is risky. Number four is construction to GDP ratio. If a country is building too much housing compared to its economy, oversupply could crash prices sooner or later. Number five is city to country price ratio. So if one city is doing very good, compare it to national average, and the price of city is skyrocketing, then there is a warning sign. So yes, it's not a guesswork, it's math, or as I call it, fancy maths that decides whether your landlord will hike your rent again or not. So now let's see who's at risk in 2024. Miami is the riskiest city worldwide with a bubble risk score of 1.79. Prices are 50% since 2019. Tokyo follows it with 1.67. Prices have rise more than 30% in 5 years, much faster than incomes or rents. Zurich sits at 1.51. Luxury homes here are basically treated like a Rolex watches, overpriced, but people still buying them. Then is elevated risk also seen in Los Angeles, Toronto, and Geneva. Now, Europe overall is cooling down. Paris and Frankfurt have corrected by more than 20% since 2021. London is completely flat. As we all know what's happening in London, all the millionaires are going out, and that's a clear reflection in their property as well. Then is Stockholm and Milan are also considered low risk for now. In the US, specifically, Miami is boiling. Los Angeles and Toronto is elevated. New York and San Francisco surprisingly still stable. Asia Pacific is mixed. Tokyo overheated. Hong Kong back to 2012 levels after big drops. Sydney and Singapore moderate. Now let's come to the Middle East, which we all want to talk about. Tel Aviv, Israel, cooled after mortgage rates rose. And what about Dubai, which we all want to talk about, the talk of the world? Dubai is still setting records. Basically, the housing market is like a classroom. Some kids are failing like Paris, some are topping like Miami, and Dubai is overachiever. Hope keeps surprising everyone. Dubai is a miracle. It keeps surprising everyone. Now let's see city spotlights. Number one is Miami again. Miami has grown nearly 50% since 2019. Wealthy buyers are chasing beachfront properties, no income tax, limited supply. It's a perfect recipe of a bubble. But UBS says rising insurance costs, climate risk could pop up Miami anytime out of the global issues. Number two is Tokyo. In Tokyo, prices are up 30% in 5 years. Why? Urban migration and a weak yen attracting foreign buyers. The problem is income have not kept pace. Bubble risk remains very high. Number three is Zurich. Zurich saw the strongest price growth. In Europe, rents are up 25% since 2019. Affordability is stretched, but limited supply keeps price high. UBS calls it high bubble risk. Fourth is Dubai, the standout. Prices rose 70% in the last year alone. That's highest in the world. And since 2020, they are up 40%, and rents 60% in real terms. So what's driving it? Population growth fueled by global migration. Cash buyers, meaning interest rates hike, don't bite them. Off plan properties, people are buying projects before even they are built. UBS says Dubai still is at moderate risk category, but here's the catch. Dubai has the biggest increase in risk score worldwide since 2023. That means it's heating up faster than any other world market. So, yes, Dubai is like your friend at the gym who suddenly starts taking protein shakes, growing faster than anyone else, but maybe a little too fast than somebody could digest it. And that's what Dubai UAE is known for. Let's still compare it with the affordable markets around the world. Dubai is still the best place to invest in. So let's compare the affordability one. In Hong Kong, even earning twice the average salary won't get you 60 square meter a flat area. In Paris, London, Tel Aviv, you need 10 years of income. In Dubai, Boston, San Francisco, affordability is still much better than these cities. Zurich, Geneva, Hong Kong, extreme 30 years of rent to match a purchase, which means the rental yield is almost dead. So, in a nutshell, Dubai and Miami look far more attractive with stronger yields, which is why Dubai keeps attracting global investors. The rental yield is the best around the world. So, you're looking for cash flow, Dubai is the place. So, the UBS report makes one thing very, very clear. Real estate markets are reshuffling. Miami is the most riskiest place. Tokyo is the most expensive. Zurich is luxury but fast stretched to the reality. Dubai, it's booming but with a warning sign. So you should invest carefully in UAE market as well. So if you're investing, you will find opportunity, but the timing matters. I'll put the UBS report in the description so you can check full details there and share your thoughts, questions in the comment box so we can discuss with you and give you the right advice as Dhangad.